My name is Troy Stevenson, and this is my personal identity project, leadership portfolio presentation. I'll start out by telling you a little bit about myself. I am 35 years old. I live in Reno, Nevada. I am married, and I have two children, one 15-year-old and one 11-year-old. When I started off at Full Sail, I actually began in the mobile development program and switched over to graphic design when I realized that coding was not my forte. Fortunately, I learned enough in those classes that helped me out in the graphic design classes with understanding the little bit of JavaScript and HTML5 for website design, which was pretty handy. Before I decided to go back to school, I was a paralegal for Reno Law Group, and after some time dealing with that kind of environment, I decided that I wanted to go back to school to pursue a completely different career, and that's how I ended up at Full Sail. Last year was when I branched out and started sending out my resume to different jobs around town, hiring for graphic designers, seeing if I could get my foot in the door early. I had a couple of interviews. A lot of them didn't go so well, and I got lucky and landed my current job at Castelli North America, and it's a really good fit for me for the type of graphic design that I most enjoy doing. I don't consider myself a very good artist per se, so the promotional design business that I'm in is kind of a mixture of both. I get to use my own ideas incorporated with other people's ideas and then mix them all into one. So I'm going to show you guys, I tried to do a clip of this on my last month's presentation, and my video footage got a little choppy towards the end. So I spiced things up and gave it another go with some extra time, and I hope you guys enjoy a day in the life of being a promotional graphic designer.
I'm 24, I'm learning to skateboard. I'm willing to wait for the love of my life, and I'll settle for nothing less. If there is more in life, then I cannot place it. No fear and I faced it, believe in the future and know this is not the end. I'm 25, but dating much younger. The music, my hunger, can we have it all, or will all of us slip away? Have faith in my friends, but fear their decisions. Surviving revisions, believe that the force that's protecting us still remains. Are you moody cause it's over and you can't find the time? Time to look back into the past and be happy with what you find. There's an answer to your question, there's a rhythm to your rhyme. I'll give you a penny for your thoughts and a dime for your time. As you sit alone in your room, wondering where you went wrong. Are you happy with how you turned out? Are you happy with all you've done? You're having a quarter-life crisis, yeah, you're halfway to the hole. Having a quarter-life crisis, and you feel like you're getting old. Another sun comes up and the sun goes down, it's time for another day. And the calendar's burning all you really discovered along the way. I'm 24, my hair is thinning. Think back to beginnings. Who would have thought when back then we would go so far? Well, sometimes it seems the spirit of manhood conflicts with my manhood. Believe that the ride is not in until I walk away. Are you moody cause it's over and you can't find the time? Time to look back into the past and be happy with what you find. There's an answer to your question, there's a rhythm to your rhyme. I'll give you a penny for your thoughts and a dime for your time. Cause you sit alone in your room wondering where you went wrong. Are you happy with how you turned out? Are you happy with all you've done? You're having a quarter-life crisis, yeah, you're halfway to the hole. Having a quarter-life crisis, and you feel like you're getting old. Another sun comes up and the sun goes down.
Hi everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was pretty fun to make, and let's move on to my identity project. Okay, first we'll start off with my logos. I got a lot of feedback for my smaller writing in here. I used to have creative coming down here, and with my thin parts for my first name. I still like that, to keep that in there, but I've decided to remove it out of my main logo and just stick with the original symbol that I came up with. That's kind of the throwback to my super theme that I'm going for here. I will probably use these later on as my brand grows, but I'm going to stick with this guy down here for right now. For my business cards, I got rid of the sunburst that I had going on. I was kind of going for a comic book action scene there, and it just seemed like too much, so it was something that just had to go. I did adjust my QR code to this fancy sparkly one, and it does work, and it navigates to my website that I built that's online right now. And the front, I stuck with the same simple theme. I really like this blue, and I like this reflection that I came up with here, and I think it goes really nice, and I'm going to have them printed. For my cover letter, I still kept the cover letter simple and my resume simple. Instead of getting too in-depth with the design elements and having a bunch of flashy art all over the page, I decided to keep it pretty traditional with what I've done in the past. I did add in this fancy signature here to make it look a little bit more professional. And I put in the new logo up top to get away from the reflection that I had before. I switched the blue or the red out for here and switched in with blue so that it didn't fill in the screen with so much red and get distracting for the rest of the page to read. And still, it's just like the cover letter, I kept it simple and fixed the logo. I really liked my envelope. I don't know if many people caught on to it, but this is actually supposed to be a cape. I was trying to come up with other ideas of what I could do up top to make it look more like a cape, but I didn't want to get too crazy, so I just left it kind of for my own. And now that I noticed down here, I've got to switch out this email address this web address because I could not get this one. I thought I had it, and I ended up having to go with. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm confused. The TNS graphics is correct. I was going with TNS creative, and I decided to go with graphics because I couldn't get the creative one. So, never mind. All right. For my send-aheads, this is obviously you saw the video from before, so you know what I can do at my office. I already have this die being ordered, and I'm going to print these out with my printers and get these good to go. My boss is a little worried that I might be looking for a new job, but I explained to him that no, this is just for my assignment and for homework, and I might tuck a couple away. I just won't tell him for future. But I am gonna stick I would package the envelope business card and the book inside here, and this fold out will actually have a perf right down here so they can tear this out, and the journal is still good to go. But I printed this out and was able to read it and look at it, and it actually came out pretty nice. If I get my prints in time, I'll try to post them up for you guys to see the actual live versions of them. I stuck with my websites, and this was a book that I published for somebody here locally in town. I did it all through that Apple Author software and got it together and put it up online. And same thing with this app I did. You can buy both of these on iTunes. It's pretty cool to have that stuff up there. It's my first for each, so they're not amazing, but they're still pretty cool. And with my app, I do push notifications and stuff like that. And that's pretty fun, and it's good to have in the pocket. I'd like to branch out to more restaurants for this kind of stuff. And these are the actual prints for these. These are all to size. I'll send these to my printers, and they will cut along the trim lines and fold them at the dots here, and they'll fit perfect. You can see down here, this is where it folds in, and this is the front, and then this spreads out. And then here's the back for it. I had a lot of fun with this project, and I thought this was a great ending to a pretty cool adventure. I look forward to seeing everybody else's work, and thank you for joining me on this wonderful experience. Take care, guys. Troy Stevenson out.